Welcome to CMC Market Technical Insight Market Commentary. My name is Tamar Mehr from Trade with Precision. And I want to start today with a chart of silver, and we had a really strong push here on silver. We can see for a couple of days here on the daily chart we were just going sideways. We were in the start of an uptrend and then just went sideways until we had a very strong push higher. We're currently overextended from the moving averages, and we also have them 10, 20 and 50 all in the correct order now for an uptrend. So what I'm looking for here basically is a pullback into the buy zone, that area between the 10 and the 20 moving averages, a nice bullish candle in the buy zone and a continuation of the move. We can see that we had somewhat of a breakout level here, but it's not precise, which is why I'll be looking for the lower time frame as the market is pulling back to see signs that the pullback is over and we're starting to build up some more bullish momentum, such as a new trend on the 15 minutes and the 1 hour. If we take a look here on the weekly chart and zoom right in, we can see that the weekly chart is now in an uptrend, and really the strong level up above, that resistance level to watch for, is the level of 18. In and around that area you can see a lot of resistance at that area in the past. Now looking at the 4 hours, and we can see that the 4 hours has pulled back already into the buy zone, and there is a bit of bullishness coming here from this candle. We can see a rejection. We're still very overextended here on the daily, so I'll be watching this chart, and I'd like to see a bit more of a pullback here on the daily chart and then another move forward. The thing is, we are close right now into this 18 level. I'd like to get a bit more of a pullback, and that will give me a bit bigger profit window for my opportunity. So that's my plan on silver. Then in gold, which is quite similar, we had a very strong push. However, in this case, we can see that on the 4 hours, we actually passed the buy zone and we're sitting lower than that. Again, the breakout level on the daily is not precise. However, we are closer into the buy zone here on the daily. So I'm looking at this area, and if we're not going to get a good pullback on the silver chart and on gold right now, and we're starting to pick up some more bullish momentum, so again going down into lower time frames. So let's just do that here on gold, and if we start to see that there's a build up of some buying momentum, right now all we have is a bit of indecision candles over here. But if I start to see a build up of buying momentum, then I might look into gold for a potential daily opportunity, because we are closer into the buy zone. Again, we have the moving averages fanning and in the correct order for an uptrend, and the same goes here for the weekly chart, moving averages fanning and in the correct order. We did have a big dip here, right here into the lows right here, but as you can see, is not lower than the previous low. So technically, even though we had almost 100% pullback here on the weekly, we are still in an uptrend and not too overextended here on the weekly chart. So depending when the start of the bullishness coming back after this pullback into the market, if it's today or closer, then I'll be probably looking into gold. However, if we've got a deeper pullback, then silver is on my radar. And the last one, I want to take a look at the pound versus the US. And again, I want to take a look here on a daily opportunity. So quickly looking at the weekly chart, and we can see the weekly chart is in a downtrend. We had a pullback into the sell zone, that area between the 10 and the 20 moving averages in a downtrend. We also have the moving averages 10, 20, 50 all fanning, all in the correct order for a downtrend. So right now we pull back into the sell zone and we started to move away, and what we can spot here is that the next level, strong level and also psychological level of support and resistance on the way is around the 1.2. If we'll take a look here on the daily chart, we can see again daily chart is in a downtrend. We can also see in here almost pull back 100% and then started to move lower, so still in a downtrend. Moving averages 10, 20, 50, all fanning, all in the correct order. And currently we had a pullback into the sell zone. Now, if we'll take here a look at the 4-hour, we can see that big push that came from below all the way up. We're above the sell zone over here, but we haven't broke the downtrend on the 4 hours. So two potential scenarios on this market that I'll be watching for. So the first one is a little bit more of a pullback, hopefully into the previous swing low over here, back into the sell zone, and then a small bearish candle in the sell zone, a break below it, and a continuation of the move. We can also see we have nice convergence here from the momentum indicators. The other one will be looking into the lower time frame. So let's say we started to pull back a little bit further and we started to create a bit of an uptrend here on the lower time frame, let's say the 1 hour. So once again, I'll be looking for the lower time frame for indication that we actually change direction and we're not going to see a deeper pullback coming here on the daily chart. So what I'll be looking for is the charts of the 15 minutes or the 1 hours, and I'll be looking for a change of trend, and I'll be looking for a level. I'll be looking for the market to show me that this big push that came from underneath and pushed the price higher is actually running out of momentum. So let's say I start to see equal lows and lower highs and price action is pushing toward a certain level, then I'll be looking for a break of that level and a continuation of this higher time frame move. Happy trading everyone, and I'll speak to you soon.